Hello Junior 5 students. This is our time to study science. Now we'll study the second term. We have Unit 3, Concept 1. Yes, we will talk about our planet, Earth, and we will talk about the natural resources on the Earth's surface. Okay, it's very nice topics. Now we will study Concept 1, and this is the first lesson in Concept 1. So, are you ready? This is me, Shaimaa, and you are watching the Big Sister channel. So, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and press the notification button to get all the new videos that I share with you. Now, we'll start Lesson 1, Activity 1. Okay, as we see here, this is the Earth, our planet. Earth is a complex system. What's the meaning of complex system? Yes, it has many layers inside it and outside it and on each surface. Okay, so as we see here we have what? A diagram that shows us the layers. First, if we start from outside, we have circles that represent what? Yes, the air or mixtures of gases that's surrounding the Earth. Okay, they are in layers surrounding the Earth, as we see here. And if we see the Earth itself, so we have land and water, yes, on Earth. We have also living things and non-living things, okay? And there is a combination between them, okay? So now we talked about the mixture of gases that's surrounding the Earth. And on Earth, we have land and water and many organisms, okay, as we know. And there is an interaction between the organisms and the non-living things, okay? Now I want you to know that the land or the ground part of the Earth extend inside the Earth, as inside the Earth have layers of rocks, different types of rocks, okay? So after we said all these, now you know why the Earth is a complex system. And as we live on Earth, we see the interaction between living organisms, like what living organisms? Like human, animals, plants, microorganisms. So those are the living organisms. It's clear that there is interaction between the living organisms and non-living things like air, water, sun, clouds. So all living organisms need these things, okay, these non-living things to survive, okay? So as you know that the Earth has a sphere shape, okay? So now we will play a game. We have 4 spheres here, and we will put them all together to form the Earth, okay? Okay, we have here these spheres as number 1 represent the ground, okay? And number 2 represent the water. And here, the third sphere represent the living organisms at all. And number 4 represent the air, the mixture of gases. So can we put them all together to form our Earth? So we will start from inside to outside, okay? So first we have the ground sphere. Then we will put the water sphere, okay? As we see here, now we have the ground sphere and the sphere that represents water. And then we will put what? Yes, the living organisms sphere, as we see here. And then the last one is the mixture of gases sphere. So now, well done, we form the complex system of Earth. From what we said, But you notice or understand that to study this complex system, we need to divide them, and this exactly what the scientists have done. They have divided the Earth into 4 systems or spheres. Okay, we have from outside to inside the Earth. We have first the layers of air, the sphere that contains air. So scientists name these layers or this sphere with atmosphere. Okay, this system called atmosphere. And then we have the sphere that contains living organisms. So it has a name, biosphere. And bio means life, so it represents the living organisms. Then we have the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere, also hydro here means water. Okay, so there is the sphere that contains water, hydrosphere. Then we have the last sphere, which is geosphere. Geosphere represents the ground. These are the scientific name for the layers or systems. Okay, so we have atmosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere, geosphere. Okay, here another diagram that shows us what the Earth has sphere shape. So if we take cross section in it, we will see that the outer sphere is atmosphere, represent the atmosphere. Then we have biosphere, and then hydrosphere, and the ground is called geosphere. Okay, so the 4 systems or 4 spheres are, first we have the atmosphere. Okay, it is a system that surrounding the Earth. It composed of what? Yes, mixture of gases as what? Nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor. Okay, water vapor means the water in the gas states. Then we have the biosphere. It is a system that includes what? Yes, good job. Humans, animals, plants, and microorganisms, as we see here. And we have the third system, which is the hydrosphere. It is a system that includes all water on the Earth, salt water and fresh water, like seas, ocean, rivers, lakes. Okay, as we see here. Then we have the last system, which is the geosphere. It is a system that includes rocks, soil, and sand. Okay, the ground, as we see here. Now we have question. How does Earth's biosphere, which contains living organisms, interacts with Earth's hydrosphere, which contains what? Includes what? Yes, water. How the living organisms interact with the water. Okay, as the biosphere interacts with the hydrosphere, and this is the topic of our concept. Okay, so the answer here is all living organisms in the biosphere interact with the hydrosphere in what? Yes, as the humans and animals drink water to survive, yes, and use water. And some animals and plants live in water, as we know, as what? As fish and algae, microorganisms. All of these animals and plants live in water, yes. So now we finish this activity, and we will start activity 2, which talks about water's impact, water's effect on living organisms. Okay, as we see here, human drinks water. Also plants and animals need water, as all living things need water to drink, grow, and survive. And the plants need water to make what? Yes, photosynthesis process. And in the photosynthesis, as we studied before, it needs water to make the plant able to make photosynthesis, yes, and grow and survive. So water is very important for all living organisms. So the question here, how does water affect non-living things? We know the effect of water on the living things, but also water affects non-living things like rocks, okay? As we will see now. As you see here, when water hits the rocks or pass through the rocks, what happens? Water breaks down the rocks into smaller particles, okay? As we see here, even in the sea or in fresh water like river, when the water moves on the rocks, so it causes what? Breakdown of the rocks into smaller particles. This called what? Weathering. Weathering. So the weathering is the breakdown of rocks into smaller particles due to what? The effect of rain or wind or temperature. As wind causes weathering, okay? And also the change in temperature cause weathering. Now we talked about the weathering by water, even from the falling of rain or by, as we saw, the moving of water in the sea or river. So it causes this breakdown for the rocks, okay, which is weathering. An example that is general information for you, as what we see here, this is Sphinx. And as we see the difference between the original look, this is imaginary, okay? And now what we see Sphinx now, so weathering occur for it, okay? The breakdown of some rocks in Sphinx happens due to the effect of rain, wind, or temperature, changes in temperature, okay? After the breakdown of the rocks, something called erosion process. So now we have weathering and erosion. Erosion means what? The transportation of the small particles. These small particles that have been broken from the rock will be transported, okay, to another place, also by wind or by water. Okay, as we see here, this is erosion by wind, and the small particles transport to another place. Okay, also here an example for erosion by water. Okay, so this is the effect of water on the non-living things like rock, the weathering and the erosion process. Okay, now we will go to activity 3. It's very nice activity and very easy. Okay, the importance of water for life in Earth. Okay, as about 71% of Earth is covered by water, and this percentage represent third quarter, or as it looks like a blue marble in the space. Okay, there are many sources of water on Earth. Can you tell me some of the sources of water on Earth? Yes, like seas, oceans, good job, and like what? Rivers, lakes, groundwater. Yes, groundwater at the source of water. So we have lakes, rivers, oceans, seas, groundwater. So I want you to know that total amount of water on Earth doesn't change. Even the water changes in state from ice to liquid or to gas. So the total amount of water on Earth doesn't change. Okay. Okay. As the water bodies, what the meaning of water bodies? Yes, the water sources, even it is sea or ocean or river. So this is a water body. Okay. So those water bodies can change from liquid state to other states, like solid state in extreme cold weather, okay, or to gas state in extreme hot weather, okay. But even it is solid or liquid or gas states, the total amount of water on Earth doesn't change, okay, as we can't make new water. So the amount of water doesn't change, as they only change the state, okay. So we can't make new water, but we can recycle it. What the meaning of recycle? It to reuse the water, okay. As if we have water that we used in washing vegetables, okay, so this water we can reuse it by watering plants or washing cars, okay, something like that. As we see here, this is the agriculture. So in agriculture, we watering the fields with recycled water, okay. So what is the importance of water for life? Yes, all living organisms need water to drink, to grow and survive, and the plant need water to make photosynthesis. Yes. So we have some uses for water, like preparing food, cleaning, bathing, traveling, as we travel across the seas and oceans by ships. Yes. Also, we use water for manufacturing, as in factories. In manufacturing product, we can use water as to clean machines or cooling machines. Yes. Also, we use water for recreation, and recreation means to go a place like amusement park or something like that to refresh, okay. So now we finished our lesson. Thank you for watching. See you next video, and goodbye.